one of the topic in this course is there are two topics today. Okay, we cover two topics. Okay, basically it's about identifying topic of interest and relevance. Okay, identifying research problem. Okay, when you do research later on, okay, at the end of this program, okay, then you will enroll into the research area, research component. Okay, so so this course will help you a lot in identifying how there's actually when you attach to one supervisor, they will ask you to write a proposal first. Okay, the first you have to write a proposal the first semester. Okay, so you have to complete your proposal the first semester. Okay, chapter 1 up to chapter 3. Okay. Okay, basically we'll ask you to do in SEM 1 for proposal, and then SEM 2 you conduct research. Okay, so okay, you don't need to present. Okay, but you need to follow to do a proposal first, and then you can conduct research. Okay, what type of research is depend on your topics of interest. Okay, so okay, since about selecting a supervisor later. Okay, it's good for you to know more about the lecturers who's teaching you. Okay, so most of the MIT lecturers, they have different, even though they are in instruction design in the area of instruction design and technology, but they have different expertise. Okay, like my area is in virtual learning application. That's my area. Dr. Shah will be a bit on instructional design and technology. Is more towards design and development of instruction system. Okay, maybe Dr. Warner's will be on. I think it's more on community. Okay, so bear in mind about you need to know about your supervisor before you do research. Okay, before you select your supervisor. Okay, because you are allowed to select your own supervisor later. Okay. Okay, then after that you'll be asked to write a proposal. Okay. Okay, in writing a proposal, you need to identify your research interests, your topics of interest. Okay, what is your interest? Let's say you are interested in flipped learning, for example. Okay, so after identify one topic, okay, one topic of interest, then you start do some readings. Okay, so okay, this is our main objective today. Okay. So, okay, basically, if you have to do research, okay, you have to, there are standard format in writing a thesis or writing a master's project or whatever, okay, especially master project, okay, there are standard format you have to follow, okay. So, OUM have his own style, okay. Okay, this is part of the chapter 1, okay. So, today we'll discuss a bit on background the problem statement, only on problem statement today. Okay, only about how to identify topics and then come out with problems, come with problem statement and end up with a research question. Okay, okay, this is actually basically a common research methodology in education. Okay, in education. So okay, well, then. Well, any problem? Any question before I proceed to the next slide? Any question? Yes. Any question?
Hello?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. So you mentioned that the first part of the course before you go into your SEM 2 covers chapter 1 to chapter 3, which covers basically until methodology. Am I right?
Yes.
in
Yes.
saying
Yes.
that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Chapter 1. Chapter 1, most of it. Chapter 1, the crucial part is chapter 1. Okay.
Okay.
Chapter 1 is the okay. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, yeah, you carry on first, and then maybe halfway through the presentation, I might
Yes,
have more
okay.
questions.
Yes, thank you. So actually, when you do research, you have the chapter 1 is the most crucial, the tedious and crucial. And as for me, if I go through any of I've gone through most of the PhD, doctorate, and master's project. Okay, most of them, they are stuck here. They start in chapter 1, from 1.1 to 1.5. They start here. Okay, if you start here, then you cannot proceed. Okay, because methodology will be quite easy. Once you complete all this 1.1 to 1.5 in this according to this format of writing. Okay, introduction chapters up to research questions, for example. Okay, and so once you clear on this part, then we'll go on. We will proceed on chapter 2 methodology. Okay. So chapter 2 will be in literature review will be a bit easy but serious because you have to gather all the information. This is actually what we have done in this course. Okay, chapter 2 and something like bibliography is just part of the compiling or gathering all the information about the readings. Okay, related to your subject area, research interest. Okay. Okay. Well, okay. So the crucial part is chapter 1. Okay, chapter 1 from 1.1 to 1.5. Okay. So okay. Well, I'll go to next slide. Okay. If there's no further question, I can shall I go to next slide? Is it okay? Well, okay. Next slide. Okay. Chapter 1. Okay. For me, if you different supervisor will have different approach. Okay. in doing research. Okay, if some of the supervisor they will give you a pile of books, a pile of journals. Okay, all the reading materials. Okay, you go back and read all the materials first, and then you come back to me. Okay, something like that. Okay, okay. Let's say you have identified your research area, for example. Okay, let's say you want to let's say you want to focus on gamification. Okay, okay, gamify your instructional activity, for example. Okay, let's say you want to focus on. So I will give you some of the supervisor will give you all the reading materials, journals, okay, books and so on, okay, websites, everything. You go back and you read, okay, and then come back to me and tell me about your understanding about the problems and so on about your topics, okay, topics of interest, okay. So okay, that's the first step. Some of the supervisors will ask you to do. Okay, so they will ask you to read and read and read. Okay, so okay, that's the first step. Okay, so for me, if you want to start your research, it's good for me. It's good for you to ask yourself. Okay, at least 10 questions. At least 10 questions. Okay, ask yourself at least 10 questions based on your topic of interest. You just ask why, how, and where. Okay, why do I want to do the gamification? What's how is it going to be? Okay, okay, what is the problem what is the problem with instruction strategy without gamification? For example, something like that. Okay, just ask simple question. Just ask simple question. Okay, once you ask 10, there's a list of 10 questions, okay, or you come up with a list of 10 questions, okay, and then after that, you build up the case based on the question. Okay, building up this case is something like the CSI, okay, okay, you need to find evidence, okay, like, okay, find evidence means you need to, okay, let's say problem number 1. Okay, let's say, for example, in this slide, okay, problem 1 is infrastructure, for example. Okay, problem 2 is pedagogy. Okay, problem 3 is thinking skill. Let's say you out of 10 questions, okay, you find 5 problems here. Okay, okay, the 5 problems, okay, is interrelated to each other. Let's say you find problem 1 is all about infrastructure. Okay. So the infrastructure will affect pedagogy. Okay, pedagogy means you deliver the content online, for example. Okay, and then the pedagogy will also affect the thinking skill. You go deeper. You will see the triangle. Okay, okay, the problem 1 from general to specific. Okay, for example. Okay, this is just one example. Okay, perhaps maybe in your practice later. Okay, okay, you try to from a 10 question. Okay, organize your question into categories of problems. Okay. Maybe 2 problems you put it under infrastructure. 3 problems you put it under pedagogy. Okay, and then the 2 problems you put in under thinking skill, okay, and so on. Okay, so you put in the category. Okay, the first if you come to me, okay, if you want to do research, okay, the first question I will ask you is, what is your problem? Okay? I will ask you, what is your problem? If no problem, then why do research? Okay? You should have problems, then you can do research. Then you can conduct a study about the problems. Okay? So if you want to find problems, first you have to do readings, a lot of readings, okay, and then find evidence to support your problems. Okay? Okay. It's not making assumption. Don't do assumption. Okay? It's not based on your experience. It should be based on evidence. Okay? The problem should be based on evidence. So there will be a lot of reading. Okay? Before you conduct your research. Conducting research will be very easy. Once you complete chapter 3, okay, methodology will be a bit tricky. Okay, it's based on your research question. It's based on your framework, the framework or conceptual framework, how you conceptualize everything. Okay, so so far, any question before I go to the next build up the case? Okay, so far, any question? So far, any question?
Prof,
Yes.
the example that presented in this, for example, the example problem 1, problem 2, 3, and 4, and 5, is it fixed or just example? Is it fixed?
This is example. This is an example. Okay.
Oh,
I just
so
want
it
to show
can
you an example.
Oh, so it can be anything else.
It can be anything related. It can be anything related to your topic of interest.
All right.
Okay. Let's say maybe let's say you are interested in virtual reality, for example. Okay. Or you are interested with applying AR in teaching and learning. Okay. So your topic of interest is AR. Okay. So you do a lot of readings about AR, the problems, okay, the strategies in ARs, and then the why do you need problems? Okay, why do you need AR? Okay, you answer that question. Okay, you not actually answer the question. You take that as one problem. Okay, okay, what is actually okay? Maybe a pedagogical problem in AR, for example. Okay. Not in AR. Maybe there's a pedagogical problem in a current situation. Okay, so there might be a gap between both. Okay, okay, you want to apply AR augmented reality because there's a gap in terms of visual understanding among students. Okay, for example. Okay, okay, there's a gap. Okay, so you put it as a problem. Okay. Okay, this is just examples. Okay, it's based on it's based on topic and interest. I think last week. Okay, Oyi, I think. Oyi, you remember when you sent me email? Okay, Oyi, isn't it? Okay. You send somebody of you. Somebody sent me email. Okay, regarding what is your the research area, the topics of the topics area that you want to do in annotated photography. Let's say, for example, okay. So as we discussed in GM session 1, I guess, okay, I've shown you the graph, the trends. Yeah, yeah. Do you see the trends between so the trends, and then you set the parameter, you set the border. Okay, this is actually the where you start. Okay, so you start finding evidence, okay, based on your topics of interest. Okay, okay. So after finding evidence, then that is actually the problems. Okay, you start finding problems. Okay, so that's actually like I said just now, if you come to me, okay, you want to do research, what is your problem? So that's the first thing. Okay, so if you want to find problem, you have to do a lot of things. Yeah, yeah. So after finding problems, then you build up the case. Okay, right? You do a writing, but build up the case. I'll show you the samples of master's project after this. Okay, okay, one of the master's project. How they build up, how we build up this case. Okay, what's the constraint limitation and what's challenges and issues after this. Okay, so okay, you build up the case. Okay, okay, build up the case based on evidence. Okay, so evidence is based on journals, monograph. Just now, Kime, isn't it? Kime, you are asking me about now what? How do you identify that particular research paper is a research paper? Okay, So as long as you can find all these format, okay. Let's say, for example, okay, as long as you can find this standard format, that's actually the research paper, okay. Okay. Now, actually, most of the journals, okay, any paper that published in journals, okay, is a research paper. Okay. Sometimes, okay, you'll find the research paper, especially the scientific research papers, the IT research paper, they only publish only 2 pages or 3 pages. Okay. Okay. But for education, for technology, for IDT, instruction design technology, most of them they publish almost they write up until 25 pages sometimes. Okay. Okay. But some of them some of the journals they limit it to 15 pages. Okay. So in other words, okay, you cannot for publication in the journals, okay, you have to publish papers in journals. Okay, they will limit the page so that you can be focused and brief and concise. Okay, in terms of writing. So very straightforward. Okay, in presenting the data, in writing your research problems and so on. Okay. So okay, the output of these 3 process, topic of interest and build up the case, okay, is the case. Case 1, case 2, case 3, and case 4. For example, okay, let's say after reading, after identify the problems, okay, you're finding, okay, I got 5 cases, for example. It can be more than 5, okay? It can be 3 or 4, it can be more than 5 cases, okay? It depends on the problems, okay? So the problem reflect the case, okay? Okay, well, any question? Any question you want to ask me? Yes. So make sure you are ready with all this, okay? Okay. If there's no further question, I think I can go to the next slide. Okay, still in chapter 1, under header background of the study. Okay. So if you go to in introduction, okay, how and where you build up the case in general. In general means let's say you want to study on flipped learning. You find a problem in general about flipped learning. Okay. Okay. In general. So okay. So let's say flipped learning, for example. Okay. In general, you try to find problems. For example, you want to do flipped learning because can let's say on flipped learning. I think you're familiar with flipped learning, is it? Okay. Okay. Can you give me or maybe just I give you 10 seconds for you to think about questions on flipped learning. Okay. A problem. Okay. Just ask question. Can you come up with one each of you come up with one question about flipped learning? What yeah. I give you 10 seconds for you to think. Yes, start now. Okay, question 1. First question about flipped learning, for example. Yes, okay. Just ask any question about flipped learning. Yes. Okay. Take something that you're familiar. Blended learning. Okay. Blended learning. Yeah. Just ask question about anything about blended learning. Okay. What is? Yeah.
I want to try
Okay.
is it a synchronized learning?
Okay. Ask question. Tanya soalan. Just ask question.
Is it a synchronized learning or
Okay. Is it a synchronous learning? You ask
Yes.
this question, is it? Okay.
yes,
Okay.
yes.
Okay. Azmi is asking, is it a synchronous learning? Okay. Second question. How about the others? Come on.
How to apply blended learning?
How to apply blended learning? Okay. And then third question.
How to decide activities in blended learning?
How to decide activities in blended learning? Okay. Good. Okay. And then next. Come on. Anybody?
Is it as effective as face to face?
Yeah, is it as effective as face-to-face? Okay, that's the question, eh? Okay. Well, another one, perhaps? So, okay. Well, let's say you find 5 questions just now. Okay, is it as effective as face-to-face? If you transcribe that question and translate into problems, okay, is it as effective as face-to-face? What problem is that? What problem is that? Is a problem about? Is it as effective as face-to-face? The problem,
Communication,
what
real-time communication, maybe.
okay, real-time communication. Okay, so that's a problem in real-time communication. Okay, so how to apply blended learning? Okay, what problem is that?
Methodology, method,
Method, approach. Okay,
approach. Yeah.
how to, okay, the approach. Okay, the problem is about approach. Yeah, okay, teaching approach. Yeah, okay, teaching approach. Okay, another one is what's the question just now? Okay. Uh, okay. So once you ask question, then you identify the problem based on that question. I think you got it. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So okay. So that's in general. Okay. You're asking about okay, what is blended learning, how to apply blended learning. Okay, and then is it as effective as face to face, and then so on. Okay. When that's in the introduction session, you discuss about that. Okay, when you go into background of study, then you go deeper. Okay, you go deeper. Let's say you're asking about okay, how to apply blended learning. Okay, it's about teaching approach. Okay, it's about teaching approach. If you go deeper, okay, you now can you ask question about teaching approach, blended learning, in blended learning. Okay, just ask each of you ask one question about teaching approach in blended learning. Yes,
What
you go
is
deeper.
what is the technology involved? I mean, related in
Yeah.
blended learning.
Okay, what is technology involved related to blended learning? Okay, good. Okay. Yes, another one. Come on. Come on.
There's the use of
Okay.
flip classroom
Yeah.
method
Yeah.
help improve help learners score higher
Improve.
in
Oh, yeah.
blended learning.
Yeah, okay. Does blended learning approach improve the learner's performance, for example? Okay. 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 Good question so far. Okay. Yeah. Another one. Thank you, Ruben. Yes. Yeah. Next. We go deeper. We go deeper. The first
Is
thing
the
is
activities guided or not, or self-directed or guided?
okay, is the activities guided or self-directed? Okay, well, you go deeper. Okay, good. Another one? Come on. Okay, let's say you have there are 3 cases here. Okay, 5 cases from introduction up to background study. You have the case. You find 5 cases. First is about methodology, the blended learning approach. Okay. Okay, so that's in general. And then second is about business engagement, for example. Okay, it's about how effective the face-to-face to work. Okay, okay. And then if you go into background study, you will see, you go deeper, you find something related to technology. Okay, yeah. What type of technology used in blended learning? Okay, so okay, is it internet and so on? Okay, then you go deeper. And then another one is does blended learning improve student performance, then that's essentially go deeper. Okay, so okay, that's actually the problem. Okay, out of the problems you come up with your write up. You should be on the case. Okay, and then find evidence. Okay, whatever question you asked just now, you find evidence to support all the questions. Okay, the support of the problems. I mean, okay, not the question. To support the problem. Okay. So that's actually the case. Yeah. Okay. Case 1, case 2, and up to case 5. For example, okay, the numbers of cases depend. Okay, it can be more than 5, it can be less than 5. Okay. So okay. Well, okay. Any question before we go to next?
Prof,
Yes.
as we go deeper,
Mhm.
it can, is it, will be indefinite? I mean, where is the boundaries? Because if we go deeper, maybe we cannot find maybe the end point or the ultimate background that we need. Because
Yeah, good.
maybe, yeah. So
Yeah,
it could
yeah.
be, it's not, it's open-ended maybe.
Mm.
Yeah.
Well, when you identify the problems, okay, you build up the case, okay, you go deeper. That means you are setting up the boundaries. You are setting up the parameters. Okay. Okay. Because once you identify the problems, okay, you build up the case, you come out the case. Let's say you come out with this 5 cases. Okay, that actually you already setting up the parameter and boundaries. Okay. The boundaries will be bigger. Parameter will be a bit focused. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Good. Okay. So okay, the background should be written as a summary of your interpretation of previous research and what study proposed to accomplish. Okay, this is actually a statement by one of the from the website. Okay. So okay, well, any question?
Prof,
Yeah.
for build the case, yeah, finding evidence. So this means that we are looking for the articles or journals to prove or disprove the problem that we are analyzing, is it?
Yes, yes. You need to compare okay, let's say let's say one journal, you find 3 articles. Okay, 3 articles you need to compare. You need to argue if you disagree. Okay, okay. Let's say if you disagree with the first author, then you need to find another article to support that disagreement. Okay. If you agree, then you need to find another argument from the other authors to support that argument. To support whatever you agree. Okay. Okay. Uh,
Right.
that's the way how we just justify. Okay. Yeah. It's just like something like writing the argument. I think to do argumentative writing. Okay. Argumentative writing means you argue and then you support. You argue, support. Okay. Support with evidence. Okay. Not support with assumption or your experience. Okay. Okay, let's say for example, I've 30 years teaching experience. Okay, that's not valid. Okay, you need to be support by evidence. Okay? Okay, from my experience, 30 years teaching experience, unless you have done some publication. Okay, okay, then you can refer to your to the papers uh, that you wrote. Okay, okay,
Right.
okay, okay. So okay, any question? No. No question. Okay. No. Today will be a bit very, very straightforward. Okay. Okay. So, okay. After that, writing a problem statement. Yeah. A problem statement is used in research work as a claim that outlines the problem addressed by the study. Okay. Okay. Just now we identified problems. Okay. The problem statement briefly explain the problem that the research will address. Okay. Let's see based on the output, case 1, case 5. Okay, you find 5 cases, for example. Okay, based on the problem as proven in the cases, write your problem statement. Okay, problem statement will be very short. For me, problem statement, the long as you can write the problem statement as long as 2 pages, not more than 2 pages for me. Okay, but some of the author they like to write problem statement up to 9 pages. Okay, for me, the problem statement is not to mingling around the problems. Okay, you need to be straightforward and focused. Okay, try to minimize a citation or reference in writing a problem statement. Okay, so because the problem statement is yours, it's not the other, it's not by others. Okay, it's yours. Okay, it's originally owned by you. That's actually your problem. Okay, that's your problem. Okay. Well, I think I will show you the the sample of problem statement after this. Okay. Okay. So remember, okay. First of all, okay, the starting point is identify your topics of interest. Okay, and then ask 10 questions. And not actually 10 questions. It can be 2 or 3 questions. Only 3 questions. It can be 20 questions. It can be 40 questions. It's up to you. Okay. So ask. Uh, in this slide, I just provide examples. Okay. So then build up the case, and then the output will be by cases. Okay, and then you will see right still in background studies, still in building up the case. Okay, the current scenario. Okay. Current scenario means you go deeper in current scenario. Okay, in production, in general. Okay, okay. So okay, well, next okay, problem statement, still problem statement, and then okay, example of problem statement. You see, can you read the text now in this slide? Yeah, is it clear? Is it clear?
Okay.
The text. Okay, okay. You
Yes,
see, for example,
yes.
okay, you can see, for example, practical research problem. The problems is where does the problem arise? Okay, who does the problem affect? Okay, what attempts have been made to solve the problems? Okay, that is below there. The example is actually the problem statement. That's the way how we write the problem statement. Okay, just have a look at the theoretical research problem in your right. Okay, okay. In the past 10 years, the gig economy has become increasingly important segment of the labor market, blah, 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 blah. Okay. That's actually the problem statement. In order to come up with this one passage, okay, one paragraph of the problem statement, okay, you need to build up the problems first. Okay. So you compile all the problems and turn it into one page. Yeah, one page. Okay. Do you see do you see anything, any citation or reference in this problem statement? There's none, isn't it? Okay, there's none. Okay, okay. Well, any problems? Any problem? Now I'm asking you, any problem? No problem? Your problem is what? No problem. Okay, well, you go to the next slide. Okay, next. Once you identify the problems, okay, you identify the case, okay, and then you write the problem statement. Okay, after problem statement, now you write your research objective. Okay, your research objective should be related to the problems. Okay, this is the meaning of this slide is you have to be coherent between the case, between the problems, and with the research objective. Okay, should everything each section should be coherent. Okay, should be coherent. Okay, okay. So in other words, let's say for example, research objective RO1. RO1 belongs to problem 1. Okay. If I read your research project, for example, okay, your master's project or research project, okay, or any research papers, okay, I will look into this, okay, coherency. I will check into coherency because before go deeper into the content, okay, I will check into the okay. If you build up the case 1, okay, make sure the case 1 is related to RO1, and case 1 will also related to problem 1. Okay. Okay, so so everything should be coherent. Okay. Sometimes the case 1, for example, is coherent with problem 1, but problem 1 is not coherent with RO1. Okay. Then I will say your your problem is not coherent with your research objective. That is my comment. Okay. 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 Or between these two sections, there's no coherency at all. Okay. Let's say problem statement is about X. Okay. In the problem, the problem is about B, for example. Okay. And research objective is about A. So X be A. There's no coherency. It's not coherency. It should be X1, X2, X3, for example. Okay. 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 So that's technically, if you go through the research paper, you will find, make sure that everything is coherent, okay, between research. Okay, any question? Any question? No? Okay, thank you. Okay, research question. Once you write your research objective, then after that you write the research question. Your RQ should should coherent to RO, for example. Okay, let's say RO1, okay, RQ1 and RQ3 belongs to RO1. Okay, okay, because in RQ contains variable. Okay, that's measurable. Okay, your research objective, let's say you want to observe you want to observe the user behavior, for example. Okay, that's about research objective. Then your RQ should be, okay, something related to user behavior. Okay, user behavior. Let's say you are conducting usability study. You want to perform usability study. Okay, so it's about user. So the RQ1, okay, what is the effect of UI design to the students' learning time, for example. Yeah. Okay. So that's actually the because inside the RQ, inside your RQ, you will see, you'll find variables. Yeah. Okay. Each variables technically, let's say the RQ1 is contain one variable. So the RQ1, for example, you is contain something like two variables. Okay. First is about the participants. Okay, that's variable. Okay, and then second is about the situation. Okay, second is about situation. Okay, so let's say the variable one, in your instrument data, variable one, you have 5 items. Okay, for second variable, you have another 5 items. Okay, for example, just for example, RQ1 to up to RQ5. Okay, let's say each RQ contains 2 variables. Okay, each variable have 5 items for your instrument. So 5 items. Okay, so meaning that 10 items for each RQ. So average, you come up with something like 50 items for you to ask your respondent in the instrument, if you want to do survey, for example. Okay, so that's the way technically so when you ask question, okay, when you ask question, make sure the question you can analyze. Okay, the question can be analyzed. Okay, it should be explicit. Okay, okay, that's a bit technical. Okay, if your RQ is not clear, then the reader or the examiner, the reader will give comment. Okay, your RQ is not clear. Okay, it's not clear means it's not measurable. You can't analyze. Okay, it's not focused. It's not. Okay, so there are so many limitations in writing your RQ. So you need to be focused. Yeah. Okay. Well, okay. Any question? Any question? No? Hello? Any question?
No, no.
No.
Prof,
Okay.
you mentioned about variables. What is example of variables?
Okay. We'll go deeper into variables later. Okay, I think in next GM session. Okay. When because that's will affect on your methodology. Okay. Okay. Variables is actually the the things that you want to study. Let's say you want to study, you want to observe the user behavior the user behavior in performing the instructional materials online. Okay. Okay, so you want to observe. Okay, so you observe numbers of click, for example. Okay, so that just belongs to the participants. Okay, how long does the users take time to complete the task in drag and drop application, for example? Okay, so that's the question. Okay, and then the first variable is about the user task. Okay, the second variable is about drag and drop. Okay, that will be something like the ID and the independent variables and dependent variables. Okay, that's okay. So you can actually measure once the respondent give a response. Let's say you are using 5-figure scale, you will get a value. Okay, then based on that value, you can actually make inferences. Okay, you can make inferences. Inferences mean you can analyze, you can analyze, you can come out something like a findings on it. Okay, okay. So that's the effect of variables. Okay. So anyway, you can just Google what is actually a variables all about. Okay. Try to find deeper about what's actually variables, because inside RQ. One of the criteria in writing RQ is it should be contains variables. One of it. Okay. Okay. One of the criteria. Okay.
Right.
So okay. Okay. Well, any question? Any more question? Thank you. Siapa tadi? Who is this now? Yes. Any question? Any further question? To ask me? No? Okay. No? If no, then I can proceed to the next slide. Okay. These are example of RQ. Just have a look at on your right, okay, example for research problems. The teachers at school X do not have skills to recognize properly guide gifted children in the classroom. So the question, examples of research question is, what practical technique can teachers at school X use to better identify and guide gifted children? Okay. What do you think the variable should be in this one? What do you think the variable? Yeah. You'll find that research problem. Yes. How many variables inside this research question? Okay. If you want to discuss about this, what practical technique can teachers at school X use to better identify and guide gifted children? Okay. Do you think how many variables inside this?
Two variables, Prof.
Two variables. What is it?
X and Y.
What's X and Y? Okay. What is X?
X.
School X. School X. Yeah.
Yes.
School X. X is school. Okay. Another one?
Teacher, maybe teacher. Y.
Yeah. X and Y. What is Y? What is Y? Y is teacher. It's not mentioned in research problem. Yeah.
Yes.
It's
Yes.
not mentioned in this. It's not mentioned in research problem. Why is teachers? Yes. Okay. Teachers at school X. Okay. So you are mentioning you are mentioning about the school is the first variable. The teachers is second variable. Okay. How
Yes.
about the others? Yes. Okay. Thank you. Ask me so far. Okay. How about the others? What do you think? The first variable. Okay, have a look at the problems. Okay, the teachers at school X do not have skills. Okay, so the variable about teachers is correct because the problem is mentioning about the teachers. Yeah? Okay, so ask me, you have to find one correct variable. Okay, means the teachers. Okay, because but school X because teachers at school X do not have skills. Okay. Okay, well, I have doubt in you're mentioning about school X. What's another variables? How about the others? Can you think about something?
The children?
Yeah, the children. Okay? Yeah, the children is another variable. Okay? The children is another variable. So the teachers and the gifted children. Okay? Okay. So there are two variables here, the teachers and the gifted children. So if you ask question, if you want to design your instrument later, okay, there might be 5 questions about teachers, another 5 questions about gifted children. Okay? Okay. Asking about all the practical techniques about the guide, yeah, and asking about anything related to the problems. Okay. Okay. So, okay, this is actually the samples of you will see in your lab. You see the research aim. Sometimes you can also formulate the research question based on research aims. Okay, the research objective just now. Okay, so that you describing and describe. Let's say the research objective is about describing and exploring. Okay, so you ask the research question here. What are the characteristics? Why and so on. These are samples of. Yes. Any question?
Prof, can I assume this research aim is as a research team? Is it can be assumed like that?
Can you repeat again? Which part you mentioned about research team?
I mean, can I refer this research aim as a research team? Is it?
Yes. Can you justify why?
Because we put some maybe some element in one group or one category, so we try to relate it to the problem. So there's some connection. So it seems like a theme of happening to the research aim.
Yes, with that justification, yes, is correct. With that, when you justify, okay. Okay, Azmi, you are mentioning about the team, research team, yes, okay, as long as you can justify. Okay, as long as you can justify. If you cannot justify, if you just justify wrongly, then I don't see, I can't say it's not correct, but I can say that's a constraint, that's a limitation there. Okay, but you can say that's a team if you can justify it incorrectly. Okay.
Okay.
Yes. Yes. Good. But, okay. Anyway, doing research, okay, the way how you defend, okay, whether it's a team or whether your research question is like this and like that, for example, okay, you must be very smart in giving justification. How to justify? Okay, how to justify? You need to read more research papers and look at the way how they conduct research. For example, numbers of respondent for survey, for example, okay, numbers of respondent for survey. Okay, some author says 10 is enough, but some author says minimum of 30 is good for is just good enough. Okay, so in your research later, okay, I just want to administer my questionnaire to only 5 respondents, 10 respondents. Okay, so people will ask you, okay, I think 10 respondents is not sufficient. It's not sufficient. Okay, it's not. It can give a good scores. Okay. But and then you justify. You justify this previous research to two research paper, more than 3 research paper. Okay, this research similar to this research, they are using 10 respondents. Okay, then you are correct. Then you are right. Then you are safe. Okay, as long as you can justify. Okay, justify with evidence. Okay, not assumption. Okay. Okay. Well, okay. Any question? If not for the question, then okay, coherency check. Okay, coherency check means once you finish writing your proposal, for example, from chapter 1 to chapter 3, okay, let's say for chapter 1, only for chapter 1, okay? For chapter 1 only, okay? Okay, only for chapter 1, you need to do coherency check. Coherency check means, okay, from the case, from the problems, for each objective, for RQ should be coherent. From one section to one section, okay? Everything should be coherent, okay? If I read your papers, research paper, okay, I just simply go through the case, and then I just look at the RQ, okay? Okay, if case 1 is not related to if case 1 is not related to RQ1, okay, for example, okay, okay, should be clear in terms of currency. Then I will say, okay, your chapter 1 is not coherent. Okay, it's not coherent. Then you have to troubleshoot. You have to find ways on how to make it coherent. Okay, okay. Yeah, again is problem 1 and RO for researchability. So also you need to be coherent between the 4 sections altogether. Okay. So okay, any question you want to ask me? No? Okay. If no further question, I just want to show you one example here. Okay. Okay, this is chapter 1, one of the samples from master's project, one of the master's project. Okay, not in MIT, not from MIT, but from other project. Okay, okay. When I read chapter 1, you can see it clearly. Can you see this clearly? Okay. Okay, when I read this pieces, okay, you see that all the names over here. Okay, this means this researcher, okay, he provide uh, evidence. Okay, that's just nice. Okay, okay, I will go through line by line and look for case. Okay, C1 means case 1. You see, C1 means case 1. Okay, I highlight this in green. Okay, this is case 1. Okay, and then I just go through again. Okay, and then line by line. Okay, this is case 2. Okay, and look for evidence. Okay, there's evidence. Okay, should be okay. Okay, okay. And I will go through again. Okay, and then I will find, okay, this is case 3. Okay, go deeper. Okay, click the link. Just now it's about technology. It's about, it's a bit general. Okay, where the quick terms of mastering media information technology support the learning using the technologies in teaching and learning process can further assist and blah blah blah. Okay, it's a bit general. Okay, and then go into the background study, then focus on flip learning. For example, flip plus flip. Okay, so this is case 3. Okay, and then I go through again. Okay, okay, this all the statement after the text that I highlighted in green. Okay, is all the supporting is all the statement that support this case 3. Okay, so okay, you go through and then okay, this is case 4. Okay, and then there's evidence. Okay, should be okay. Should be okay. And then I go through down, okay, and then this is problem 1. Now until the statement problem. Okay, this author seems to provide citation inside. Yes, you are allowed to do citation or reference in statement of problem, writing a problem statement, but try to minimize it because the problem is owned by you, it's not by others. Okay, if you put so many citations, so many references in your problem statement, then the problem is not yours. Okay, okay, it's the way how you synthesize. Okay, everything that in the first section, okay, introduction and background studies. Okay, the first section, and then you write your own problem statement here. Okay, okay. Yes, you are allowed, but try to minimize it. Okay, don't make it too dominant. Okay, in providing citation or reference in your problem statement. Okay, like this one, this author seems to provide so many citation, okay, and reference. Yeah. So it come out something like 2 pages. Okay, 2 pages. Okay, 2 pages just nice. Okay. Okay. So I I found 4 problems here. P4 means four problems here. There are 4 problems. Okay, 4 problems. Okay, how many cases? 4 cases, 4 problems. And then I scroll down. Okay, research objective, 3 objectives. Okay, and then I scroll down. Okay, here there are 3. There are 3 research questions. 3 RQ supported by hypothesis. Okay, hypothesis will be later. Okay, when you do research, then your supervisor will, if you want to include the hypothesis, then okay. So if you want to include hypothesis, then the statistic will be different. Okay, okay. So hypothesis is not necessary to be to have a hypothesis in your research. Okay, it's depend. Okay. So are there any significant difference in core type of active learning between gender of students, other influence in flipped learning model? Okay. So this is actually under maybe RO1. Yeah. You see it's coherent with RQ1, it's coherent with RO1. Okay. Okay. Is there any significant difference in active learning between ethnicity and influence? So this is again coherent with yes, RO2. You see, it's not coherent. Okay. Okay. So to examine for RO3 here, to examine the relationship between flipped learning model as a pathway. Okay, have a look at RQ3. Is there any significant relation between flipped learning models pathway to promote? Okay. Then okay, it's coherent between the RQ and RO. Then we have to check, is it coherent between RO and the problems up here? Okay. So let's say problem 4. Pre-university students appear to be less interested in the way on conventional teaching learning. I think this is related to RO1, for example. Okay. So you need to check the coherency check. To do coherency check between your RQ, your RO, and your problems. And of course, if you go up, you check the coherency between the key section to your cases. Okay. Okay. So everything should be coherent. Everything should be interrelated to each other. Okay. Then after do coherency check, then we go deeper into the content. Content means your research, your topics of interest. Okay. Your research of the scope of study. Okay. Well, okay. Anything you want to ask me? Anything you want to ask me?
Maybe during the writing, we can just label ourselves what is our Q1 and so on. It's easier for us to track.
Yes. It's good. For me, to do coherency check, I would like to share with. Okay, let me share you another. Wait. If I can find that. Actually, you can do something like table for your coherency check. Right? Yeah. Let me see. Yeah. I'm trying to. This is a doctorate actually. I just want to show. No, I can't find one. Anyway, I'm looking for the. Do you have any question to ask me?
Prof, one question.
Yeah.
Okay, by looking at the example just now, the case 1, case 2, and case 3, it seems like it is a direct citation from other people's research, or is it a summary of other people's research, or because it seems like a direct citation.
Yeah. It's not a direct citation, it's evidence. Okay, yeah, you need to provide evidence. Okay, you don't have to synthesize yet. Okay, because synthesize, you can synthesize in synthesize mean in literature review. You can synthesize means you refer, and then what is your understanding on on the statement that you refer. Okay, that's under. But in chapter one, okay, you provide, let's say Zahari Hamidun in that year. Okay, I've done some studies in whatever area of studies. Okay, so you refer my name, for example. Okay, that's actually the evidence. Okay, the problem. Okay, that you find evidence, actually the evidence. Okay? Again, is not a compilation of reference or citation. Okay? Yeah, that evidence is used to justify your problems. Okay, to justify your problem.
I see.
Okay, let's say this is actually one of the. Let's see. Try. Let's try. Okay, this is my comment. One of the comment for. Okay, let's see this one. I just opened one. Okay. Now, this is actually at the early stage. This is actually a PhD student, okay, it's not master's student, okay. Okay. At early stage, I will ask the student, the candidates, okay, to write a proposal, okay. To write proposal, just follow the step just now, okay. So, okay, next task, okay, we'll ask them, was ask uh, uh, the candidates to build up the case, okay, define, okay, this is actually, okay, the great header, okay, and then okay, how do we integrate? Okay, this is actually the question, examples of question that I provided just now. I mentioned just now. Okay, how do you integrate? Okay, and then okay, define. Okay, the blue text is actually my comments. Okay, okay, how do we influence and so on? Okay, now and after that, okay, these are the first stage. Okay, where okay, let me see whether I can find another one.